Hey guys, let's go to Blade Show 2019. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Are you hyped? Are you hyped?
Super hyped.
At the airport right now. Got Grandpa B here. Aaron. Angelo's staying home this time. Hold down the fort, get some work done. He's got some other stuff to do. And Eric and Yo are driving down. So I'm going to text them and make sure that they film something. Because it's going to be a good drive. Sky found an official leak diverter kit in that bucket over there. It says right on it, leak diverter kit. I didn't know you were filming. I just did that randomly.
Oh, really?
Well, we are at Cobb Galleria. It's like what? Dark and empty and foreboding.
Hot. It's just very toasty in here.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
There's a musk in the room.
It's all you. And we're here. It is Thursday evening, well, 4 o'clock. We're setting up our booth. We have a corner booth this year, which is pretty sweet. So now we have like 2 open walls instead of just 1 open wall. Very cool. It looks smaller in person. In my head, I thought it was bigger. But 10 by 10, it'll be good. So we just got to get our tables set up and wait for tomorrow.
Hey Barry, so this is your first Blade Show.
It is my first Blade Show, and it's looking pretty good so far. A lot of people getting in and settled, so can't wait till tomorrow when it's open. We're ready to go.
We are so ready to go. It's
Go
gonna be a blast.
Grimsmo Night.
Go Grimsmo Night! Here, let's do a high five.
Getting our table booth set up. We are good at many things. Booth setup and prep is not one of them. Booth planning.
No, booth planning. We like to kind of fly by the seat of our pants.
We're minimalists.
Yes, like we're budget friendly. We like found materials. We really like trying to reuse what other people have left behind.
Even better.
And when that doesn't work, we find Home Depots.
Yep. So much time ask us.
Well, this design, this design.
Yeah.
Pick one of these.
Yeah,
It's kind of
nice.
fun. It's kind of fun.
I'm John, yes, and my wife Jessica's the boss.
In our wallet, how our wallet kind of functions, I redesigned the idea behind a money clip because I got tired of them breaking. I'm a money clip guy.
Gotcha.
You know, so I started with grade 5 titanium.
Yeah.
First off, it's, you know.
You were breaking grade 5 titanium?
I was breaking grade 2 titanium.
Okay.
So instead of opening and closing a money clip like traditional money clips were, I would take my money and fold it, or a receipt, or a handkerchief, or whatever you want, and you use a skid plate to break the edge. And now the grade 5 pressure holds everything taut.
That makes
Without,
perfect sense.
yeah, it's just a simple design, right?
So
Anybody,
these are just a bunch of cool options to
We-
get that pressure plate.
right?
basically.
Whenever, because everybody uses them. So people that
Right.
are really use our wallet, like, have been using it for 5 years. You know, like they
And they-
really use our wallet. So these little plastic cards, even though they're expensive, it's crap made, they still just wear out.
Right.
And it's nice, and but whatever. But like, so we were like, well, why don't we just make a simple titanium skid plate? We already got a grade 5 this. Why don't we see what we can get for this? So it's the exact same everything that we make our money clips out of.
So you can have tie everything. Tie wallet, tie clip, tie skid plate. That's super cool.
Pretty fun.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun, man. I like to say, just try to have fun with it still, as much as you can. And it turns into a business still, but if you can still have fun and play around, then it makes it all work.
Microtech has outdone themselves booth-wise. This is coming together really good. I noticed.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Even the detail screws are pivot screws. That's what you call booth envy. It's like a music performance. I like the background actually. Yeah, Chavez has a sweet backlit. Oh, I like the backlit.
Now I've looked at those before. They're not that expensive.
No, that looks sick.
That's like
I'm gonna compliment him on that because that looks perfect.
Oh, the background is backlit.
That's nice.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that wins. That wins. See, like, there's like cardboard hanging banner, big hanging banner. That looks cool. This looks cooler. The little printed signs like we've done in the past, they look okay, but they're not great.
They're not like backlit great.
Yeah,
That'd be so easy.
that wins.
We'll have to come see.
And then it just goes up. And there he is right there. Ramon Chavez. Just having myself a beautiful little walk from the restaurant we were just at to the pit. Now the pit is where everybody goes and hangs out and buys, sells, trades knives, shows knives. There's like tables full of knives. It's really cool. It's just a fun place for everybody to hang out and totally nerd out. So we're going there for a little bit. I don't want to stay up too late. We got a big weekend ahead of us, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, check this knife out, you guys. This is made by Cobb. It says, you can't see it. Okay. Pay attention to Damasteel, Timascus, and he actually matched the two patterns so that they visually line up. It's insane. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I have my passing here, so I should probably get that.
So one of our packages was damaged. So we are at the UPS Nexus Hub. I don't even know where to go. Deliveries, vendors. This place is gigantic. I don't think I can go this way.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around.
I don't know where to tell you though.
Apparently, I read on some Google comments or something, you just show up. Like, there's no phone number, you can't even call. But you just show up and ask to track your package, and they have a section for damaged packages. So that's what we're looking for right now.
So we're here trying to help John pick up his damaged package of t-shirts. And we're at the Atlanta Super Hub for UPS, which is 1.2 million square feet.
What?
And apparently sorts 100,000 pieces per hour.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of packages.
Super Hub.
It apparently opened last year and has some of the most automated processes in the industry right now.
Cool. I don't know if we'll be able to get a tour, but
I don't think we can get a shop tour.
we should ask.
But that would be amazing.
He was working on Blade Show 2019. Woo! Yeah! Woo!
We're those woo girls.
I had no idea she's a woo girl.
What's a woo girl?
Woo! This is Blade Show. Look at that. Will Stelter. This thing is nuts. Hand forged. It is so light, 5.5 ounces. And what are you playing with there?
Oh, just my new pen. You know, best pen ever made. Just
Nice.
all day long.
Stunning. I like this one. This is our, I forget what we called it, rock pattern. Oh, I saw this same knife last year. Maybe we can insert a clip from last year. This is a Norseman we made a year and a bit ago. No, yeah, a year and a bit ago. And Ezekiel here says it's been carried almost every single day. This or another Norseman, and that's what I love to hear. This guy's awesome. He's got 7 Norsemen, and he runs a water jet company. So we've had a great chat already. Sweet. Knives are finally here. Y'all got a knife?
We might have a couple. I mean, knives now catch my eye.
Yeah.
My eye, you know?
You get pickier.
Yeah. Your guys' knives have always spoke to me though. I've always loved it. I've also watched you guys' YouTube channel ever since I was like 3.
Nice.
It's insane.
The washers are huge. Yes, I wanted large diameter washers because I feel like if you spread the load out over a larger area, they've got pockets inside them though that hold onto the oil. Right. So it's large diameter, so it gives you a lot of extra strength. But because there's pockets in there with oil and
like I can feel the drag just because I'm so used to bearing knives.
Right. It's obvious.
It's like butter smooth.
Yeah. I like the extra lateral support of the large diameter.
So first thing I know, well, many things I noticed. You polished the chamfer. It's like a 4th thou chamfer, and you went in and you polished them all.
Absolutely. That's half the fun.
It looks stellar. But like you got your blasted surface, and then you got this. What do you call it? Cracked something?
I call it a bright cut finish. Yeah, it's not the most creative name ever, but I was taught that method, and he uses the same name by Pat Pruitt, the jewelry maker. And I don't know if he came up with that name. He might have borrowed it from somebody else also. So it's just the name I like, and it's the name I use. But yeah, I love the contrast and the difference of finishes and little, much like you do in your knives, it's the little details that count. But I love sometimes, particularly in the customs, I don't do that kind of work on my performance and production type knives. But on the customs, it's those little things that catch your eye that you may not even notice the first time. But you'll be looking at it 6 months after you bought it and look at it and be like, man, I didn't even notice he polished that bevel.
Exactly. Yeah, like we play with that with engravings. You know, we put it on the inside, but...
Well, it's like the knife I sent you. It's full of engravings. There's some I'm sure you still haven't found.
I don't think I've taken it apart yet. There's probably...
Oh, there's more you'll find when you take it apart then.
Awesome.
So just in case you were wondering, I labeled each individual part inside for you. So there's a little arrow pointing at the detent that says detent ball. I didn't want you to get confused.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful. I love that design. That's such a great design.
And then this one is... Gave this one to my friend Brad here.
Yeah. That crosshatch is so tight.
Yeah. So that's been, like, he carried that like crazy. He used it for everything. He cut sandpaper with it. Like.
Yeah. You put it through hell.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
The number on this one is actually number Brad Southern.
I waited because I wanted to try and get her birth year. So it's her birth year.
Yeah, so he finally won, and then he got another one, and I was like, oh, thank God you got these. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is a neat mechanism.
He really, yeah.
You like that?
Took me a while to figure it out, but now that I got it, wow.
That's cool, yeah. Blazer Swiss Army knife. I had a machinist on Instagram that I've been chatting with on DM that works at a big machine shop, and he had Blazer come in, and they gave him a whole bunch of these, so he brought it to the show just to give to me. That's awesome.
This is only the second blade show. I'm working with Gary for about 2 years now.
Ramon is his favorite maker, so I asked him where he wanted to go first, and he said, let's go there and try and get one of his custom-made knives, which sell out usually in the first 10 minutes. And we got one. He's like a little kid in a candy shop.
It's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, 100%. Redemption Compact Gen 4.
Oh, yeah.
Exact model.
I don't know if you can see that, but it comes with a little metal card. It tells about the knife. Feels like it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. We filmed him learning how to cut mother of pearl over a year ago.
I know. Be careful.
And then he gave up for a little while, but I'm glad he went back to it.
Yep.
because we had to finish Norseman 1000 eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where you're in the 1800s now?
We are actually in the 2300s.
2300.
Yeah.
All right.
Blade show. 2 o'clock. I think general admission starts right now. Early birds have been flooding our table. It's been great. We're doing a drawing system for our knives and pens and everything. So Eric just picked the name. I'm going to text the guy right now, and he's got 30 minutes to come get and pay for his knife or pen, whatever he wants. Pen, according to this. So busy, but great.
Customer had us sign the wood boxes. I love it.
That is really nice.
Yeah. That's a really good way to solve that problem.
It's intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you figure it out. People spend like 5 minutes guessing. They can't get it.
You looked away. I was like, I'm going to ask John. John's like, oh.
It's fun. You just do it.
Dude, the tolerances are tight. You know it.
They were really tight, yeah. Yeah, it's been a challenge.
Check this out. Customer brought in a lefty, a left-handed Norseman. We only have like 20, 24 of these. It's got a flat top because we made a mistake back in the day, and he was asking about that. It's got a hole in the center of the pivot because I drilled it through accidentally. Like the drilled hole on the other side comes out too far, and it's crooked because it didn't have clocking. That's weird. What's the date on the inside? I think it says 2013 or 12. It's cool though. A lot of people are asking for lefties. Look at that t-shirt, I love it. Check out this bracelet. Made by Leatherman, and it's got screwdrivers and hexes and Torxes. Even that thing, like a rope cutter.
Seatbelt cutter and SIM card holder.
I found another lefty.
She gets used, but she doesn't get
Tony. I see him every year.
So where are you on the pen? I mean,
we are producing. We're selling.
Yeah.
You want to see one? Have you seen one? Of course not. I'll let you figure it out.
Oh, it's a puzzle. I'm not sure I'm going to pass the test. Oh.
You just got to pull down the slider.
So what was the original mechanism from?
I don't have one.
The inspiration?
Like I've always wanted to make a pen because even when I was like in high school and grade school, I always carried a pen, a cheap one, whatever. The mechanism I saw on a different pen that was making them as promotional items. It's a standard ball lock mechanism, like any air compressor fitting, they're everywhere. Right. Hydraulic fitting. So it was really cool to see that company put the two together, and I'm like, I can do better than that. So then it's we apply the same mentality that we do to everything we do. It's just I can do better. Like, how far can I take this? How deep down the rabbit hole can I go, right? But yeah, so it's cool to be able to design it from scratch to what we want, and then figure out how to tolerance that to make it actually work.
So at this point, you're sort of doing this like the maker's choice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got a list of people who are signing up for the pen, and then as we make them, we're pulling names, selling them.
I signed up early, so
okay.
I'm looking forward to
exactly.
it.
Yep. And it's the same thing we're doing here. You know, people sign up and they can get drawn here.
Okay.
You can too if you want.
Do I have to be here when you draw?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. With this one, we do have a 30-minute. If we pull your name, it'll just be for today.
But hey, it's good seeing you again.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
I'll make sure you get one day.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
patient. Thanks a lot.
Is this one yours?
Yep, from last year.
I remember. How many times have you anodized
all
it?
the work myself, remember?
How many times have you anodized it? Just the once?
No, probably twice.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a YouTube
It looks
video
super.
on it.
I remember. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
You lost the ball bearing. You're like, oh no.
Well, I lost. It was gone, and I'm like, these look like 1/16 ceramic ball bearings.
And they are, yeah.
I got a drawer full of those.
Yeah.
So that was not an issue, but
nice job. Did you like etch it or blast it?
So tumbled in that little tumbler.
Oh, the little yeah. So you get a different finish.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
Yeah, and then so what I did is I anoded gold.
Right.
Tumbled the shit out of it to get rid of the gold. Then anoded bronze on top of that, and then this is straight anode gold.
Wow.
And the hardest part was, because I was using a tumbler, was getting it out of the little tiny crevices.
Yeah.
Where it didn't want to, because I have the good thing about that little tumbler is that they're little triangular stones with very sharp points.
Right.
So they were able to get into that little area.
Like when we do that, we just don't care. Like we leave the color in there. It's fine. Our stones are much bigger.
Yeah. But I wanted the wording.
This looks good.
I wanted the wording to show through.
I mean, you could polish it if you really want to get in there because you're going to anodize it again.
Right.
But
and then I wanted this logo to come through too.
It did.
And it did.
It's perfect. Good. You enjoying it?
Yeah. It's a keeper.
Do you have a name for it?
It's Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. Daniel Dunway Knight.
DDK knives.
I love it, dude.
It had to be the one with the logo.
Is this the same one you showed me last year, or the same model?
Same model.
Same model, yeah. I love the blade. I mean, it's like it's so thin. I just keep wanting to go like this to it. What is up with this anodizing? It is. You just can't stop looking at it.
Well, it's a pattern that we actually discovered by accident. We were attempting to mask off these portions.
Okay, because that's solid green.
Yeah. So the plan was to do green here and then a bronze here.
Right.
Because, once you get the green, you don't have to mask that to do a lower voltage. And so it was called Liquid Frisket, and it was a water-based liquid latex. And we painted it on, and this was several years ago, and anodized it. And by the time we were done, and we had the green we wanted, and it was a small anodizer, and so you had to work it up in like 10-volt increments.
Yeah.
And then, so when we were done, I took the latex off, and it was like, wow, this looks like it's color case hardened. It's like crazy. And so kind of figured out that you could replicate it, and you can kind of manipulate the pattern and voltage, so you just kind of paint it on and wherever you want the pattern to be and dab it into different thicknesses and start before it's fully dry, so it'll kind of degrade in the solution.
So that's why it's kind of faded. It's not a solid mask.
Yeah,
it's like it's eroding, basically.
Yeah. So it'll come through at different spots at different voltages
and give you this totally like random, multicolored. That's super cool. I love it. I love this knife.
Thanks. That patterning was a really convenient accident.
As the best kind are.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that. I'm glad you like it. I like your knives too.
Good.
So I'd wrap it in for the roughing tool.
It's hand polished and it's got polishing compound on it. We didn't clean it off, so it looks old and
And that's why
it looks like
cool.
patinaed nickel, but it's made out of titanium.
Dude,
it looks like a real coin.
Hurts.
I think you've got into it.
That wraps up day one, Friday at Blade Show. We're exhausted, but happy. Awesome turnout, awesome show. Moved some good product today and talked to a lot of amazing people. So many good stories. So yeah, going to dinner now with Will Hodges, Tactile Turn, and a bunch of other people, and hit it hard tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's an early one, so we gotta be ready.
We got father and son here. Young celery and big celery.